Hello friends, so I'm not the best cook, and so, unfortunately, I don't have the most elaborate recipes in my repertoire, and usually, my meals only include the basic staples, like, for example, macaroni and cheese, tacos, and of course, ice cream. So yeah, just the essentials, and nothing too complicated. However, there is one rather elaborate dish that I like to prepare for special occasions, a homemade chicken soup. Well, sort of. It's like any other chicken soup, except with one secret ingredient, garbage. And by garbage, I mean garbage in the etymological sense. So basically, the parts of a chicken, like for example, the head, the feet, plus of course the heart, the liver, the gizzard, and other offal, as I guess they call it. And so this garbage soup is pretty straightforward. What you do is you take all of the aforementioned chicken parts, put them in a big pot full of water, throw in some breadcrumbs, add some cloves, pepper, and maybe a little saffron, bring it all to a boil, and then voila. Bon appetit! That's right, nowadays our modern word garbage denotes all sorts of household waste, but traditionally it mostly referred to waste based on organic materials, like waste coming from a kitchen or a bathroom. Even earlier, in the days of Middle English, garbage referred specifically to waste parts of an animal, used for human food, like, for example, all those chewy little chicken bits floating in my soup. The word was found in a number of 15th century cookbooks, which all gave detailed instructions on how to make a tasty garbage stew, which, if prepared properly, and if you had enough chicken parts, could easily feed an entire family. And speaking of preparation, one of the theories regarding where the word garbage came from is that it actually is derived from the old French verb garber, meaning to make neat or clean, as in cleaning and washing the garbage, which the medieval cookbooks recommended you do before throwing it into the cookpot and waiting for it to boil. Now, garber may be French, and its origin is uncertain, but the prevailing theory seems to be that it has a Germanic root and comes from the Frankish arruien, which meant to prepare. And, side note, when you have your gear with you, you're definitely prepared. So we can see in the chart that gear, which of course has a very different meaning than garbage, is actually its distant cousin. Anyway, in the context of preparing food, the connection between garbage and its proposed Proto-Germanic ancestor arruiana definitely seems feasible. So there you have it, unlike trash, whose origin is deeply rooted, quite literally, on the forest floor, and rubbish, whose origin is unclear, but likely found among the rubble, so to speak, in the ruins of some demolished building, garbage has origins in the animal world, and more recently in the kitchen, where it was consumed as food. So next time you're hungry, consider having a healthy serving of garbage, and not the modern day garbage that you dispose of with the rest of your household waste, but the good old-fashioned garbage that is 100% organic and best enjoyed warm with a glass of red wine. Oh, and one more thing. My garbage stew is always a hit at dinner parties, like the one I'm having with a few friends this evening. I told them earlier this week to come by at 7 p.m. tonight to come enjoy my favorite meal with me, explaining to them in detail how I prepare it. No one's confirmed that they're coming yet, but I guess it's still early, so I'm sure they'll show up. If not, what am I going to do with all this garbage that I've been gathering for this feast I'm planning tonight? I can't just throw it out, right? It seems like such a waste. In any case, thanks for watching.